actual satellite, shining bright when it's night, but no one would ever suspect anything to be behind it. Well, let's just say I was wrong. He started in a desert, just wandering around. Nothing unusual, and he's on the Minecraft Alpha v1.017_04 version. He explores his new world, and it seems pretty normal. I mean, average everyday world you would see in Minecraft. He starts mining for wood, and then punches pigs for food. He decides that this is a good area to build his little house, so he starts digging out the dirt from this mountain. He starts crafting some more tools and starts digging out his little area. After making a furnace, he places it down and all of a sudden just starts looking out to the open. And then he presses escape, and for a while nothing happens until we hear this. But with a quick fix, he was able to just revert it back by changing the render distance. Everything seemed normal again, but he was still confused, and the video ends. The first video's description describes a dialogue, which starts from, "Why aren't you making more Minecraft videos? I'm scared, I'll show you more videos. What was that loud sound? Morse? I tried decoding it, it wasn't Morse. I'm getting anxious. You should try reinstalling Minecraft, the issue might be because of a corrupted installation. Good idea." The next video is titled Moonbug.mkv, and I'm telling you, this is where it gets spicy. He goes around his base looking for items in his chest, but out of all the rooms in his base, this one is where he's afraid to go in the most. And he looks at it at first, looks around to see if anything's happening, and he goes in the room, and he doesn't look up, trying to avoid something in the sky. He then walks out his house, and unfortunately, the moon catches his eye. If we put it down to slow motion, we can see that the moon is red, which is not normal. But what could this even mean? Why is the moon red in the first place? This could have something related to the blood moon, where you can't stare at it and during the time, your world is just gonna be corrupted. Or it's basically a combination of that and Mark 101. I mean, look at the channel. They're pretty much similar, so this is kind of like a clone of each other. But that doesn't necessarily mean that John 202's ARG won't have something unique. It could get further than we expected. But that leads us to the next video, which is called Iron Jackpot. And to be honest, I didn't think this was a part of the ARG, but it has to be. I mean, it's in the same similar world, but most of the video he's just throwing iron around and getting excited about iron. And I'm gonna speed this up right now. I guarantee you by the end of this video he's still throwing iron. And I was right, he is literally still throwing iron. I don't know what this video means. Is there a secret behind this? I have no idea. But you guys let me know in the comments. The only thing that happens after that is the credits rolling and it's just starring, but it's all blank. Like, nothing's there at all. And that's pretty much the end of this video. The next video is called Inspection Part 1. With this banger music, he basically explains that a guy named in an Among Us shape is telling Jonathan to follow, to see, to guide him. He explains how he got in this new world and found a random block, and this actually looks familiar. It actually looks like a camera block, which is actually known from an ARG called Mindwatch. And the rest of the video just shows a bunch of text saying, "Very weird, my PC broken, so new video take a while, sorry guys." And there's actually no part 2 to the inspection, it just skips straight to part 3. He starts in his house, and he looks around. He looks at the place where last time the moon was red, and this time it's red again, but this time even brighter, signaling that per chance the moon is getting worse, and his world will soon slowly be destroyed. He starts rushing down his strip mine, making sure to look back to see if anything's following him. He goes down and hears some mining. Someone is near him. He starts staring at the stone block, tracking like he can see someone. The video cuts and it appears to an even further strip mine he made with ladders. He goes all the way down and breaks this cobblestone block, which leads to a deeper strip mine. He decides instead of exploring it to block it off again, as he's terrified of going down there. He breaks a block and something is weird. A moon pops up on his screen and he starts rushing, hearing a loud noise. Video cuts again and it appears to him going up the strip mine. Something is chasing him, something is following him, and for a brief second we saw just a cut of the monster. Looks familiar. The video cuts back of him blocking it off and his controls are weird. He's moving without even moving, dropping items without dropping items, and he's panicking. The video cuts to a bunch of words saying the abyss is leaking, the abyss is leaking, before going back to his Minecraft world. The next video is called In the Beginning. This time, it's actually not night, it's day, and there's no moon. So surely he'll be alright for now, right? He goes outside and starts getting some food from the animals. Though just because the moon isn't out, doesn't mean the sun can't come into play. Soon he'll realize he was too late. Even though this is just the beginning, doesn't mean it's not the end. That catastrophic event then led to this video, the aftermath. After following, he finally lands on a cobblestone platform in the void, and we can see a random looking green screen of a interesting hallway with blocks we've never seen before. He has a lever and he decides if he wants to go in or not. But think about it, he's in the middle of nowhere, so what choice does he have? So he walks in and he gets teleported. And the video cuts. The next video leads us to our first ever video that isn't in his Minecraft world. He spawns in this unknown location and he has no idea where he is. It seems quiet at first until this guy appears out of nowhere, and it looks like his name is G.
Who are you?
Welcome, John.
Where is this?
Welcome to the new and improved
Wait,
void.exe.
Oh. Never mind.
Follow me.
Who are they?
I'll explain everything in a bit.
You better.
You can go explore a bit. John, please keep up.
What's this?
This is the ruins of the old void EXP. Take one torch, it's quite dark.
He follows G into this magical pink portal, and it leads him into another room. He goes to look around, not believing his eyes are seeing what he's seeing. He's just confused. He looks back at G and looks around. Just so confused. He goes to explore further and further throughout this place, while a little bit of lightning comes here and there.
Why are there thunder sounds? G?
He calls out for G, but no answer. It seems like G left him in here.
G?
He's even more terrified than before. He decides to go back in this pink portal, and his screen shifts, leading to the next video, where he's stuck in this pink area, but he sees something, and he walks towards it. Turns out to be a whole different area. It's weird. It's got colors on the floor, red, blue, green, and yellow, and it's a small hallway. Something's gotta be hiding behind here, right? He tries jumping on the colors to see if it does anything, and surprisingly, it worked. It opened a whole new thing, an area full of black blocks and red lines. But what even is this? After opening the chest, we soon find out that there's developer keys in it and a book. Do not hide the keys. This place is already hidden, and if another Mark incident happened, it would be easier to find the keys. I also reduced the amount of keys needed and removed the server. Also made some backup keys. Based on the fact there's developed keys and he said the Mark incident, we can now confirm that this is an admin space. He seems to understand what he's doing as he grabs the 4 keys and goes to put it in each console. He puts the last one in and then goes to type a command in the main console. It seems like the command he's putting in must have something to do with saving his Minecraft world, but it doesn't work. And if you remember the Mark ARG, there was a fake admin space, and this must mean that this one he's at right now is the fake one. After realizing it was fake, John did a cross pattern to escape this room. But he's still pretty much lost. He has no idea where he is and how he got here, until a random player just appears out of nowhere. He goes to ask John about if the admin space didn't work. John says yes, and he replies I had the backup keys, which means the admin space might not be fake after all. The random mysterious player gives him the backup keys, and when John asks a couple questions about why he has these, he just says for a reason. He doesn't want to explain why, and John is furious. He wants to know what the reason is. But the mysterious player avoided that question and got out. The videos start getting crazier with this one now called Moon Entrance. It starts with blocks breaking as he was staring at the hallway, lost. It opened a new area, but some weird strange noise happened and he's getting chased. Run! He has to run! The player disappears for a second, but then all of a sudden appears back. I gotta get out of this. He's behind me! Reach the TNT! What? Wait, what? A player called Torman 6283185 messages in the chat. It seems like someone else is trapped inside this moon, along with John. They have a conversation back and forth, talking. They talked about how they got here and how they ended up together. Although we know John's story, we don't know this player's story. Apparently he clicked the moon 3 times and just got teleported here. Even though John witnessed a lot of weird things happening, he also found that weird. It seems like they are starting to bond, so I'll let this carry on for now. It seemed like earlier when we thought John did know what an admin space was, he didn't. But how do you know exactly what he was doing? Maybe he just has a bad memory. Torman started spitting some crazy knowledge about how Mojang sort of implemented it before, but it was scrapped. It seems like Torman actually knows how to predict the future, somehow. He even knew that Microsoft bought Mojang, but we later learned that he actually is from a different time. John starts getting bored just sitting around in the room until Torman realizes that he knows how to contact an admin. But John insisted that they look for other people in the moon to pass the time. They traveled together for a bit, but then they lost each other. John is stranded in the middle of nowhere in the moon. He alt-tabs out his game, and then when he goes back in, he manages to find an admin space. But is this the same admin space we had before? And even a set of keys that were dropped on the floor. Could this be the real admin space to save his world? He starts putting the keys in, one by one. He opens the console, ready to put the command in. But just as he was about to do it, this Among Us guy came out of nowhere, telling him that he should not be messing the terminal. But this one command that John puts in will save his whole Minecraft world and the rest for history. But why do these players want to so bad destroy all these worlds? What is the purpose? Is it for self-gain? Is it for control? What could be the main reason they want to stop these worlds from running? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, because we don't need to know the answer. Because it's already too late. John pulled the trigger on the command and put a stop to these random characters.